And what is up, everyone? Making sure the mic is on. And welcome to episode 1, probably more episodes, of a half-assed walkthrough, I guess. Kind of giving you a quick tutorial on how to start the game and the best way to I don't know, like, to get you the basics to get going. Now, we're not going to get you overpowered in this game. Like you can easily go pretty far into the map. Like, when I say pretty far, very far into the map before you actually have to fight a boss to progress in the game. So you can get overpowered really easily in this game. We're not going to aim to do that. We're not even the aim to get you the best weapons and stuff, but we're going to show you where to go to get your basics so exploration can be easier. And yeah, so full disclosure, we are doing this on New Game Plus, basically so I can kind of pinpoint on the map where you are actually going to be going. Because once you just uncover everything on the map in your first playthrough, everything will show up, or at least locations will show up on the map in New Game Plus. Not graces, but locations. So let's get started. Like I said, this is a New Game Plus, 168 character level. Most of the stuff has been uncovered in the DLC, but that's a long ways away. I've already started the walkthrough character. One second. We're gonna start. We're gonna start with the character creation screen, but we're not gonna finish it. I just want to show you what's what, just in case you're kind of wondering what should you start with. Keep on going. Continue. This will probably be a short episode because we're only gonna get we're only gonna get we're only going to get your basic starting stuff for easy exploration. So if you go to you can show your attributes here, and then you can kind of select what you want. Now, these characters are what you're going to start the game with. Like, obviously, like, you'll be able to tell what your character is going to be able to do at the start of the game. So this is going to be your quality type build, where you're going to be able to start with most of your basic weapons, stuff like that. But this is where you're going to start with, and then this is not going to matter end game. So really, you could start with anything. This basically is going to be your starting equipment, what you're going to start the game with for equipment. The stats aren't going to matter deeper in the game you go, because you could start with quality build, then you could end up with strength. You can end up with the high dex, high intelligence, faith, arcane, whatever the case may be. But this is what you're going to start, basically your starting equipment, and what your starting stats are going to be. So you're going to have decent damage with a Vagabond for physical. Same with Warrior, going to have decent damage with that stuff. then you're going to get more into arcane and stuff like that. Decent damage with arcane weapons. But I would recommend going with the Vagabond. And quality, you're going to have some good armor, things like that. This is the Type A, Type B, that's your female, male. Type A is going to be male. The only thing I want to talk to you about is the keepsake. Now, it's really what you kind of want. Crimson, I would not recommend Crimson Amber Medallion because you're going to be able to get that early on in the game. This just gives you extra, it's a rune item, you can pop it for extra runes. Golden Seed will allow you to get more flasks. Thanked Imp Ashes is an Ash of War that you can summon to help you in battles. Cracked Pots is a throwing item, or is a throwing item that requires crafting. So you can use it with the various elemental stuff. Sworn Sword Keys allows you to get into imp doors that are sealed. The Bewitching Branches are quite interesting. Basically, you use those on enemies and they'll help you. They'll help fight for you briefly. This will help damage negation, and Shabiri's will attract enemies' aggression, like it says. I would not recommend the Stolen Sword Key, Golden Seed, or Crimson Amber Medallion, and even Thanked Imp Ashes, because you will be getting you'll get those later. If you want those early, by all means, but I would not recommend it. You'll get some ashes early on in the game. It's still pretty decent. But you could get Cracked Pot. Bewitching Branch, I've never used that, but you could use that. Broiled Prawn is another good choice, but I would recommend getting the Lands Between Rune. I think that gives you like 2,000 runes at the start of the game. But that's really all I wanted to talk to you about, and everything else is like viewer's choice. You can decide whatever you want, and by all means, don't follow what I say. You don't have to do that one. You can say, hey, I want an extra flask upgrade. And the reason why I say, and everything I probably better say, is the Golden Seed, you'll have plethora of those at the end of your playthrough. Matter of fact, you'll have so many of those, you're going to have, I'm not exactly sure how many Golden Seeds there is in the game, but there's a lot that you're not going to be able to do anything with. And Stolen Sword Keys, if you do exploration well enough, you won't need those. I would not recommend those. Broiled Prawn, I mean, I would choose that, but that's also consumable, and it's like one time. Same with that, but I think having early runes early on in the game is fine. So, you know what? We're just going to start with we're just going to do this character. Because I was just thinking that, if I start with a New Game Plus character, you guys aren't going to have the full map uncovered. It's not quite fair. If I have the map uncovered, but you guys do. So, we're going to start fresh. That was an executive decision. I think this is a better, and I can guide you fairly easily because I know how to get to certain places.
Tell a story.
We're going to skip the cutscenes. Okay, you're going to get 2 emotes at the start of the game. Ring of Mickle and the Ring. If you have the base game but don't have the DLC, the ring is going to be your starting emote. And if you have the DLC, you would get the Ring of Mikla on New Game, or if you just start the game after purchasing the DLC, you'll get that point. You'll get a Tarnished Wisdom's Finger. This is a online play item. I'm not going to just go through the item descriptions, but I will tell you how to get to there. So if you go to your item inventory and you select switch display, it'll tell you what it is. But I'm not going to go through item descriptions at all. Okay. Chapel of Anticipation. There's literally nothing here. Don't bother exploring. Well, there is. But you'll come back much later. This door is locked. Like I said, you'll come back here a little bit later. But we're going to run, and we're just going to go to over here. Like, there's one thing here that you can get if you defeat this guy. Now, those are really no benefit to beating this guy. You get his weapon and the shield early, and some souls, but you don't get some sort of special item because you'll get the exact same things when you come back. And you wouldn't be able to use the weapon and shield right away now. So there's no real need to defeat him. So we're going to die. You get transported here. And this is where you get your flasks and stuff like that. Cave of Knowledge, we're going to go ahead and go through the Cave of Knowledge. This will tell you, ooh, okay. Now, I will tell you, like, if you go over, if you go to, if you go over to equip load, you're going to see that your weight. If you're in heavy load, you're going to be fat rolling. You're going to want to dodge. So you need to be, and it'll tell you if it's heavy load. See under equip load, it does say heavy load. So I would recommend taking some off. And honestly, we're going to take off the halberd. And just like that, we were medium. Right. Now we could properly go through here. And this just tells you what you can, how to play. When you first start the game, I have tutorials turned off, but when you first start the game, it'll tell you what to do. I'm just gonna kill things, get some extra runes. You can practice parrying by... that fucking delay. Alright, we're... Fuck you. The parrying's not that hard, just... When they have those delay attacks... It's hard to time it. It's like, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna hit you. Oh, you just faked you. Oh. You can perform backstabs. Bitch. All right, we're gonna get this parry. Come on. Hit me. Hit me. Oh, come on. Fuck it. I don't have time for you. There we go. Yeah, maybe it's just these guys. Like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you. I don't want. Eventually, I'll hit you. Just swing your fucking sword. You can do sneak attacks here. So this game does a very good job of, you know, combining the best of all worlds from a lot of your Soulsborne and Sekiro games. All right, boss time. This is the hardest boss in the game. Trust me, you're gonna struggle. Soldier of Godric. See, I told you he was the toughest boss in the game. I can't believe it took me 5 tries to do that. If you can't tell, I was being sarcastic. I don't know. All right. And your reward for going through the Cave of Knowledge. An emote. Be on the lookout for these guys. Throughout the world, if you see these guys, you're going to find a golden seed that we talked about at the start. There's an item way over there. You'll get that later on when you get Torrent. Quite frankly, I don't remember how to get it, because I haven't prepped for that. There's no need. I'm not going to rest. So if you had a stone sword key, you could use that stone sword key. You'd actually need 2 here. You'd need 2 stone sword keys. You can tell on these statues if you need 1 or 2. Because your one's already going to be in the nose or the head or whatever. And when we come across another one, I'll show you. But there's none here, so you need 2. There's 2 imp heads. All right. You're gonna pick up the finger sever and tarnish for finger. More online items. So if you're interested in online play, there you go. So you are basically in a hero's tomb. You start out in a hero's tomb, and that basically, it literally is a hero's tomb. So you can come back here later, go through the MCL, and it's basically a dungeon. This is basically a dungeon. It's actually quite a hard dungeon too. And you'll come across several of these heroes' tombs throughout the world. Not including the starting area that you just came through, but more a little bit different. Quite dangerous. Make sure you talk to Vare.
Come to the left. Of course, you unfortunate without guy, you are fate.
Make sure you exhaust his dialogue. He basically tells you you're maidenless. You need to find gold.
It's time to castles if you.
Basically tells you to go to Castles of Stormvale, claim yourself a Great Rune, and yeah, so what you need to do is small golden effigy. You get there, another online item. And if you want to play online, and this is a summoning pool, you have to activate the summoning pools, and that's where your summoning signs will be. One thing I want to know, when you open up the map, you'll notice there's nothing here. You've got to discover maps throughout the world. And now, if you're struggling to find out where to go, this grace will tell you approximately where to go. It doesn't tell you exactly where to go, but it does give you a general direction. Side note, you don't have to go that way, but at some point you should. Alright, there's going to be world bosses throughout the game. Don't try fighting that guy. You're going to get your ass handed to you. So we're going to run this way to this church here. Right here is a golden rune. Activate the grace. Now if you open up your map again, it shows you a little bit more where to go. It's showing you to go to Castle Stormvale. Pick up your smithing stone. Now you need 2 smithing stones to start upgrading. You have 1. Now you could smith stuff here, but you can only smith to +3. Once you get to +3, you'll have to go to Roundtable Hold to go to the actual blacksmith of the game. Talk to Kale.
And I can also that you're not then wine. I am Kale. You know, you should buy
He tells you to, if you go to recommendation, he tells you to buy the crafting kit.
You know, you should buy the crafting essential. The kit cost but the import.
You're talking about
the land, it's only let's say.
Kale. And I would recommend buying the crafting kit because you're going to need that to craft. Now you can buy cracked pots, which I will recommend you buy. And I would also recommend you buy the cookbooks. If you switch display, it'll tell you what they make. So I'd buy those. So just in case you're interested in making those, it tells you what they make. So we will buy those. You can sell directly here. I just realized I did not pick I did not pick up the I did not take the keepsake. Whoops. Oh well. It's fine. We'll be fine. This is your start, like he sells your starting equipment. No, he doesn't. Never mind. Forget I said anything. He sells some chainmail, so if you want a little bit better armor, you could do that. I don't know if that is that better armor. Level 9. No. Vagabond armor is better. He sells. You can see what he sells. I'm going to pick up the bow and arrow. Now, you could buy the torch for some, so you can have some light, but we're gonna get you a better way to get light. All right. So now what we're gonna do is you're gonna follow me, and we're just gonna run. Now you're probably wondering, well, fuck, this is tedious as fuck, or we're just gonna run. Throughout the world, you can collect various types of plants. It's stuff like that. Grab the kukris off the ground. Now that sound you hear is a scarab. There's going to be different types of scarabs throughout the world. If they're red, that you kill it, it just refills your flasks. It refills your it refills your flasks. You can get various plants and stuff like that. That's the stuff you'll need to craft stuff. All right, so you get to this grace, and this is where you're going to get your mount. Skipping the cutscene.
Have you they sir, but you I can play turning rude to aid you. You need to the foot.
We're going to accept her maiden, so she's going to be your maiden.
I bequeath.
And she's got another ulterior motive. You'll find that out later on in the game. There's your whistle.
Torrent, treat him with.
You can level up here.
Share them with me.
We can't level up yet, but we're going to clear this camp here. So I would recommend putting. I would not use this. I would not use the Memory of Grace. What that does is that lose all runes and return to the last grace visited. Do not do that. Very few things I would use that for, but if you're in the middle of a boss fight, you're like, I don't really want to be in, I can't be here, and you have nothing to lose, then yeah. So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to move that. Now what I like to do is I like to put my flasks here. So that way when I press the X button, I can choose up or down to refill my mana or my flasks. And actually I'm going to allocate because I am not going to be using FP, at least not now. So we can go to flask, we can allocate. You go to flasks if you had golden seeds, and tiers, you can upgrade your flasks. But we're not going to use FP. So what we're going to do is we're going to be clearing this camp. We're going to grab a whetstone, as well as getting some runes. You'll get the flail here. No, lodestone. Okay, that's the flails in the other wagon. I had notes made for this, and I thought, yeah, I don't really care to do this. Then I thought, let's do this. Fuck you. And here is your flail. Now, certain enemies are weaker to certain types of damage. We're gonna, at some point, we will be getting to. Missed. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Can I not fucking parry that? There we go. So certain, like, there's gonna be tunnels that we're gonna go through that, like, miners. Like, if you're familiar with, all right, we need to wait. That guy right there, he's got a horn. So what his job is to do is to alert the camp that you are, that there's a dude that there's a, basically he's warning the entire camp that there's a invader. Grab the map fragment here. I almost forgot about that. Get some bolts from him. All right, let's see. This guy's not too terribly tough. Ooh. Ooh, all right. Come on. Give me the backstab. Okay. Come on. Ah, fucking. There we go. And iframes for the win. Definitely was not worth two-handing that. All right, so now we're going to go over here. Just clearing the camp. Going down here, grabbing the whetstone as well as a talisman, I believe. Like I said, I had notes and I had an Ash of War. So an Ash of War is War Stomp or Storm Stomp. Square off. Okay. We'll go ahead and just clear the rest of the camp. Okay, it is nighttime. I don't really want to deal with the bats. The bats aren't tough, but they're just annoying. All right. Now that we cleared the camp, we're going to go back to Kale. So now that we got the map fragment, and now it reveals a little bit of a map. So what we're going to do is we're going to be going over here-ish. And we're also going to go a little bit deeper, probably here-ish. Because we're going to be getting the option to upgrade our spirit ashes, as well as we're going to get a nifty item that's going to be useful in dark caves rather than using a torch. Because if you use a torch, you have to have, you're vulnerable because you have to have that out in one hand,
This way.
so you won't have the shield.
May I have a
Talk to this guy, this lady here. She'll give you the item that will help let you,
I was
that will let you summon spirit ashes.
Summon the spirits. Now it is that.
I like to put those on over here. No, let's do that. Finish talking to her. She is tied to a quest. Right now there's no quest right here. Like, she doesn't really tell you, come find me. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back. Okay, we're at Calais. We can't really do anything else here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Gatefront. And we're going to work our way to a lady that we're going to talk to, as well as getting a Stone Sword key. In here you'll have a lump of flesh, and over here, where's it at? Where's that right there? A golden rune, a rune item. Now make sure you run. You might get hit with a troll's roar. Maybe not. Grab some rawa fruit if you want. Run by, grab this. There's your golden seeds. Remember that little glowing plant I told you about? You see the shack here. Ignore the wolves. Dismount and grab the grace. You might have to kill these wolves to be able to rest here. If you die here, that's fine because you're right next to a grace. Again, now you can see where these graces are pointing. This is pointing this way. It tells you to go to Gatefront pretty much to get your steed. And then this shows over here, then over here. You bitch. I was busy. If you were in combat, you would not be able to access the map. So if your map just disappears suddenly, it means there's a thing here. So these graces are pointing to Stormvale. We will not be tackling Stormvale though, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through all this, and then we're going to be going through over here and over here and down in here. There's more over here too. But we're going to briefly step foot in Liurnia after we talk to a lady here. We're going to grab the Stone Sword key first, and then we're going to talk to the lady. You can do this either way. You're going to talk to her. You're going to get an emote, and you're also going to get a Ashen summon.
It's scary. I want to be like, I'm nothing. Oh, I know. Can you take the pool and it'll be glad if it was, oh, tell them I love them finally get. Oh, tell them I love them finally getting.
Okay. Now, one thing I didn't test because I didn't realize at the time. Oh, by the way, we're gonna do this. We'll go ahead and talk to Melina. She just tells you more.
This lie, but now you can see.
If you want to see what she says.
A demigod. If the raid and the Elden as an ally, I pray to face.
We're also going to get your Roundtable hold too. Alright.
A pleasure did you give that I love. A pleasure did you
Okay.
give that I love.
But she does give you a Chrysalis Memento. And I didn't test this because I originally wasn't going to actually do this. But we're going to. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to... We're going to go straight this way. Ouch. Ignore the bats. talk to Finger Reader Crone if you'd like. Just gives you some lore. You're going to pick up a cookbook here. And you're going to grab another Ashen summon, or a Spirit summon. Come this way, walk this way. Grabbing Stormwall. Now, you could bypass Stormveil, which is what we're going to do, because we're going to be going to Liarnia Lakes. There's a lot of people that didn't know you could do this early on in the early, like, when this first came out. And more people discovered it because, well, it's one of those open world games that, you know, that people were just starting to discover things. Now, as much as this has been played and explored, apparently there's still things that can be discovered that players have not discovered. I don't know why I tried interacting with that. All right. Later on, when you come back here and you do the right quests, there's going to be a lady that's going to be right there, but she's not going to appear there right now. We're not going to do anything else, but we're not going to talk to anybody. We are going to grab, since we're here, we're going to grab this over here. Academy Scroll. Because why not? There's an NPC in that church. We're not going to do anything. Well, hold on. There is some in there in that church we can grab. Because might as well. We're here. And we might as well talk to the NPC too. Sacred Tear. So now we can upgrade our flasks. He basically wants 10 runes, and he'll share his sorceries. So if you want sorceries, they're right there. And he wants a glintstone key. He tells you about the glintstone key to get into the academy. We're not going to be doing that now, but at least he tells you what to do. You can also get a second glintstone key to give him. Okay. So there's 2 glintstone keys. One gets you in the academy, and the other one you won't get in you won't be able to get until you get into the academy. We're gonna run this way. Go ahead and take these guys. These guys are going to be a little bit tougher. Ah. We also haven't leveled up either, so we're going to go ahead and grab, since we're this way, we might as well clear this camp. We're not going to, like I said, we're not going to go very far into this camp, into Liarnia. But we might as well clear this camp quick. Alright, we're going to grab another scroll or a cookbook. It gets you access to some glintstone Consumables. Get some smoldering butterflies there if you want them. And now we're going to go to a merchant. Now, you can go to the Roundtable told us if you exit, if you leave this area. So going over here, we're going to talk to the merchant first before we do this.
You're surprised, no matter. No, I don't. Oh, don't ask.
And we're going to purchase some smithings. We'll sell you and yeah. Fuck that. Well, either way, you can buy the lantern from the merchant. I completely fucked up. Buy the lantern from the merchant. Buy the cookbook from the merchant. So whenever you come across the cookbooks, buy them. Make sure you buy the lantern. It's going to make your life so much easier. I'm going to sell some things because there's some things I don't actually need. Maybe 404 runes sold. I need to get to fucking 1,500 runes, and I don't know if I can. You know what though? I don't know, man. I fucked up. Either way, make sure you buy that. Basically, make sure you buy these are the must. These first four items is the must. But anyhow, that's the law. That's basically what you're gonna do. Is just make sure you have the runes to do it. I mean, if you have to go around killing more things to get more runes, then you do. And then he sells some stuff here. The astrologer set. That's basically starter set. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. We're not done yet. We need to do this. She's going to take it to Roundtable hold.
Forgive to determine if you had. It seems Torrent, whereas there is but one I can take gathering place. Very well. Let my hand.
She's going to take it to Roundtable hold, and this is where you're going to be able to do a lot of stuff. All right, so you're here. Talk to Gideon if you want.
It is said. Allow you, a house, remember your plan.
Talk to Rodrika, the lady that was at.
Although I'm still looking for my own. So I'm still looking for.
All right, so then you're going to go to talk to the blacksmith. Tell him about Rodrika. Oops.
She's cracked. She has it. I saw her in her eye. I see nothing special. I'm trapped. That's all there is. No grudge.
Exhaust his dialogue. He doesn't have a quest. And then we're going to go over here. You're going to talk to Rodrika again.
So I'm still looking. I don't believe if I do.
Tell her what Hugh says.
Certainly, I know I can tell. I suppose I'll ask Matt.
no matter.
Look up.
Are you hoots? Absurd. I refuse. I don't doubt.
Okay. At this point, you do that, then you're going to go back over here. Rest. And she's going to move into the same room as the blacksmith. And this is where you're going to be able to upgrade your
Good to see.
spirit summons.
Yet.
Now you won't have, unless you've been kind of going off course of what I've been doing, you won't have the item to do it. You'll get those basically in catacombs or underground.
Greedy, you here for spirit?
All right. You come over here, you're going to talk to Thea.
I am circumscribed. Perhaps doing so. And
She's going to
where I come
want to hold you. She's going to give you a Baldachin's Blessing, which boosts your poise at the expense of HP. I wish the animation was a little quicker for this.
You are what you follow it is, but come back to I will take. I am. Would you like the blessing? Would you like?
All right, talk to her again. Let her hold you. Then you're gonna talk in secret. She's gonna tell you a little bit more about herself. Again, skipping dialogue.
You asked. I
Talk in
was
secret.
I lay to do so before I was away. Pray, despite so please. Then good day.
Okay. Now you could change your character up aesthetically by going there if you want to. If you don't like how he looks. All right. Now we're going to go this way. We're going to talk to you. He's missing his servant.
She's my servant. Take your eyes off her if you find her. She's a servant. She's been my companion. I've lost count of them, honestly.
Okay. Talk to...
Oh, welcome to I teach and explore so that one day ensuring by the way.
You, so you're going to see it. You're talking about the grace. He's going to sell incantations.
May the gold further I can happily. May the golden order
All right.
shine through.
We're going to go this way. Gideon's now over here. Talk to Gideon.
Then you would do stand before those who follow the guide and do so, and you. As a true, I have high on cities. We've spoken.
All right, so once he dismisses you, you're done there. Now you can buy and sell, you can buy stuff from her. Rune arcs are good, but you won't need those for a good long while. If you're a spellcaster, those will be handy. Avoid buying stone sword keys if you can. You can buy them if you want to, but you'll find plenty of them throughout the world. Sells a bunch of armor, and then you'll get these bell bearings off of merchants and stuff like that if they die, or just random bell bearings throughout the world you can offer, and that's where you can purchase stuff. All right, so we are to talk to this guy that doesn't want to talk to you. He gives you emotes. He also invades you at Roundtable Hold later on in the game. All right. That's going to do it for this episode of the walkthrough. If you enjoyed what I've shown you, or if what I've shown you helped you, please like and comment. And I will see you next time. If there is a next time. I don't know. We'll see. I thought this would be a good way to guide you to better exploration. Because once you get your spirit summons, as well as your steed. It'll make exploring so much nicer. And by the way, you see that little like see where it says parry on the left side of your screen? That's your weapon art that you can actually use. But above that is an icon. Right now, that little globe thing on above that means it means you can't attack. It's a safe spot, quote unquote. But if above that it has like kind of like a shield, like a blue type shield-ish type thing, that means you can summon your Ashen summons. I hope I explained that well enough, because if I didn't, I'm sorry. If there's any tips you'd like to leave in the comments that does not extend past what I've shown you, please let me know. Anyhow, I will see you next time.